Well, before we get too far into any sort of recaps, why don't we learn about who we've got at our table, dive into our session.
Hey, my name's Brent. I'll be playing Theron's Starseeker. He's a Divine Soul sorcerer, Astra Elf. And yeah, he's pretty nervous walking through this really gross place. But there's some things waiting for him here.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Ash. She's a tiefling, a fighter. Um, there's a lot going on. I don't want to get into it.
It's fun.
I guess I can go. I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melior Sprin. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow, Gloomstalker Ranger with no white hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel, too many documents open. She has spent some time reflecting on the iron horn that we successfully acquired from Aelvet, and she has ideas of how she will put it to use when the need arises.
And last but the greatest.
You're not
Anyway,
last.
oh, I'm not. Wait,
Nope.
wait, no, I can. No,
No, you've already
no.
started. You gotta go.
Well, the greatest. Um, is Aziz Reve, wizard of great power and secret rooms. Um, and is trying to get used to this new team. Everyone seems interesting, but yeah, and he's human adjacent.
And last but not least, my name is Andrew. I play Lux Solaris, a human light cleric of Lathander. It's got a clean shaven face, donned silver armor with a shining sun decorating his chest piece. Lux is on a mission for the Church of Lathander, and a fun fact about Lux is that he's not feeling so good.
Sounds about right.
Feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Alright. We can dive into our session here. Here in Monaros, a swamp lane plain of the hells. It's horrible here. It smells like death. You've got brackish Styx water everywhere. Strange dreams that you can just walk right into, as we learned in our last session. Um, and you are searching for some things here. Firstly, of course, someone's parents are here, or at least we've seen a father. There's also a sword and a belt. So, as we return, uh, if you look upon your map, you will notice that there is a little purple gem. That's going to be you guys as you move through this area. Uh, so we left off as you had explored this dream pool, we'll call it.
Did we actually explore it, or have we just arrived?
Oh, you went through it because you guys all made wisdom saves and one person failed,
Sure.
and so
Okay.
they
I
were
didn't
in the
know.
dream.
Okay. Okay. Wasn't sure if that counted as having like fully investigated everything here. I didn't get a chance to watch the last recording.
I know I didn't get it put up, and it's up now, so it's okay.
I didn't even notice it wasn't up.
I totally forgot about it
I'm too
until
busy.
today.
Everyone just slacking over here.
I got the feats made. I put them there. I didn't forget. All right.
I need to get my priorities straight. Work has been more important than D&D.
That sounds like blasphemy.
Right?
All right. So, yeah. So you're in this miry area, and Ash had just sort of been out of it until coming back to and been traveling for some time. You don't have to think about a rest immediately, but you'll probably have to start thinking about one soon.
Should we make some progress towards this northern glyph while we keep an eye out for somewhere to camp out?
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, just to make sure, because you do have the very visible uh, light marks along everything. These two are also marked locations.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I was looking for that guy. Ah,
So many pings. Yeah, no, I recognized that immediately. And so I was like, just so that you guys are aware. Like, you can still go look at the other marked areas with the little white X's, but just letting you know, you have more options.
God, there's so many. I needed to zoom out.
So, man.
There's
Well,
like 9 of them?
I have choice paralysis,
Three,
so you
four,
guys have to
five,
pick.
6, 7, 8, 9. Correct. That is 9.
Okay. Well, Saren, you and Ash have things to do here, and Ash has decision paralysis, so which way you want to go, and I'll get us there.
the one at the top, and we can work our way back down.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'll do ranger shit to try and get us there.
Okay. I want you to roll for me two things. All right. First off is gonna be a survival roll for leading your group to that tippy top one.
I can't tell what number that is. It's not the number I wanted.
Okay, cool.
Hey, hold, please. I just want to check my character sheet. Nope, I don't have anything. That is what it is. It is a 13.
All right, great. The next thing that I want you to do, based on your 13, is I want you to roll for me 3d6.
Great. I just love the way this session is starting already. That's a 10.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Those comments. Love.
Stop doing things weird.
I'm not doing anything weird. I'm
You're
doing.
saying stuff and making faces. And...
All right. So as you are leading, towards that top mark, as you are aware, things in the Hells rarely follow maps accurately. It seems that your travel is taking longer than you might have assumed based on your map, based on what your guide markers would be. You will need to rest before you get to that top mark.
I am afraid to ask, but am I able to find a suitable place for resting?
I will ask for another survival roll, as this is a different type of survival.
Okay, that's a 25.
Yeah, you can find one that's not like sinking fully into the water. It has a bit of cover from the rain above. It's not ideal, but most things in Minaros aren't.
Sorry, guys, it's taking longer than I thought it would to get there, but I think we could probably rest here.
Here looks good. It's better, as good as anywhere else. I don't think it's your fault. I'm sure this map isn't to scale, and this is probably like Avernus, where distances are inconsistent.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Shit.
Is this a long rest or is this a short rest?
This would be a long rest. End of travel day. We're just gonna put you. Yeah, we'll put you right there.
Okay. Then if it's the end of day, I will find a spot, wiggle my hands, do a little dance, and summon my magnificent door.
Very good.
Fancy like, since we're not on the goddamn boat.
You don't have to worry about the door being too fancy. Yeah.
Forgot about it. Oh, yeah, because it's real bad if we rest outside here, right? We learned that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us don't realize that.
That was duly
I'm
noted,
just saying,
yes.
because I'm bougie, that's all.
Your habits are going to prove very helpful here, though.
Yeah, I'm more of a glamper, not an actual camper. Sorry.
I'll lead the way.
Alright. In the magnificent mansion, is there anything that you will do before bedding down?
Ash isn't going inside.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to commit, Ash?
I'm positive.
Aziz is slightly hurt, but he doesn't show it. Goes inside his mansion.
We can't leave you out here all alone.
Well, I'll keep watch. I'll give the door a knock if something goes wrong.
What about when you sleep?
Yeah, you gotta sleep at some point.
I'll be fine.
Well, if you're not gonna sleep in, I don't feel comfortable quite leaving you out here. And unfortunately, I have to be the center of the dome if I'm gonna do the I forgot what spell it's called.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah, Lehman's time. I have to be like in it.
I mean, there's one way you could have Ash not be alone.
That's right. All right, guys, knock her out. Let's bring her in.
No, I was gonna say you can bring your familiar
You're
back.
familiar?
The familiar you ate so much.
I mean, it's still around. I don't think it disappears, does it?
No, but you sent it away because you didn't like the way that it looked.
Fine. I leave the familiar with her.
Just as a reminder for what our familiar looks like here.
No, you don't have to do that.
No,
It's pretty burned in our brains.
no, there
Did
we
you
go.
give him a name?
You know what? You can name him.
John.
Okay. Well, John, keep Ash company. If anything happens, uh, mentally let me know, and we'll come out here and help out.
There's an agreement upon the mental link, but you also hear this like really like it's a squawk, but it's like watery almost coming from the creature. Like
Mm.
So
something's in its lungs.
A wet squawk.
A wet
Awesome.
squawk.
Great.
horrible.
I tentatively like with like two fingers like pat it on top of its head like good, good lad. And I go inside my mansion and I immediately prestidigitate my hands.
Amazing.
Poor John.
Subtle. uh,
I promise I'm really good at familiars. Just this one really I don't gotta explain myself to you guys.
It's fine. We've seen it happen before. The Hells does weird things to summons.
This one's actually not so bad.
At least it doesn't have a second hit.
Yet.
Oh. Hmm. Okay, duly noted. But for those who hasn't been inside the mansion, uh, all the rooms are labeled. I guess I'm gonna have to stop making one for Ash. Apparently, I don't know. Is she normally like this?
She usually has a reason that she sticks to.
Well, I mean, I hope I haven't offended her or anything.
I don't think so.
Well, there's a dining hall. Just ask one of the spirits whatever you want. They typically can make it, um, within reason. You know, if you ask for like giant meat, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. But most, excellent cuisine can be provided.
That'll be great.
All right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now that you guys, because I know that you guys share a bedroom now, it looks like a like honeymoon suite type, like heart shaped bed and everything.
Oh.
And
Thank you.
there's like complimentary like wine like champagne in there.
All right.
But you do find a card that says Jake K joking. This will be the only night that I make it look like this. Aziz has jokes.
Ash, you're out with John in front of the door.
Yeah, we're having a great time out here.
What are you doing?
Well, I set up my little bedroll.
Okay.
Kind of sitting up against the door frame. Talking to John, telling him about stuff. Just talking. Really about nothing, but, um, share some of my ration with him. Uh, but yeah, we're just kind of chilling.
Mhm. And I'm assuming you're gonna keep some sort of watch at least for the first part of the rest.
Yeah,
All right, give me a perception.
I can do that.
And don't forget that you are under the poisoned condition.
You're right, I totally am. It's still an 11.
Cool. Alright, I'll keep your 11 in mind. But
Thank you.
so far, all you hear are the winds, the what might be normal sounds of Minaros' swamps. There's definitely movements that you can hear, calls, walks. You think you hear a distant roar of some sort. Hard to say what that is, or what sound that comes from.
Hate it.
I would like for everyone during their rest to roll for me a d10. Use my leg, buddy. Alrighty. Since we all have our roles, let's consult the portents. Alright, we're gonna go top down here. We're gonna start with Saren. Work our way to Ash at the lowest one. So, with Saren, what we have for you you are in the cascade. Except it's not how you remember it. It's broken. And at an angle. And you can feel that it's not in wild space, it's stuck in something. It feels like you are grounded. Do you explore or do you stay in the cascade?
I would go to the helm and look out the front port to see what there is to see.
Looking out the front port, it's halfway submerged in the swamp. What you can see outside looks like Minaros. You can see the
That's not
ruin.
good.
You can see the ruined cities sort of sinking into the swamp, and you can hear words from voices that you may or may not know. It's hard to pinpoint.
I would then make my way to the top deck, which is open air, see if I can see anything in any other directions. Anything notable, or just swamp.
You smell the death that pervades Minaros as soon as you reach the top deck, and as you look out, it is swamp in every direction, but you start to notice things in the swamp. The ruins are familiar. You see ruins of Baldur's Gate here, and monuments that might make themselves at home in Menzoberranzan. All of it sinking into the swamp here.
Any creatures?
As you look around, you see at sort of the edge of the swamp, in that first direction from the helm, the back figure of a man. He's not looking at you, but you've seen this silhouette before. Various stages of your life. You see your father as he's walking away further into the swamp.
Theron will start shouting out as loud as he can. Just, Father!
He doesn't look back. He keeps walking.
From the top deck, Theron would kind of jump off and slide down the front of the cascade and start moving behind him, still shouting out.
As you call out to your father and run through the swamps trying to follow, you feel hands gripping up from the water and dragging you down with each step you make until you are pulled underneath. And that's where you'll wake up.
Theron will kind of come out of his trance, maybe a few beads of sweat, kind of recover himself, and then he'll. Is Melioris doing her trance at the same time?
I would have been, yeah.
Theron's gonna wait for her trance to end, which I would assume be around the same time.
It will be. Before we get too far into what you will be doing after your trance, since Melioris is right up next, let's hear about hers. All right.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You smell the smells of not of Menzoberranzan, but of Baldur's Gate. There's a sea salt tinge to the air, and you can hear the din of city life outside. And there's light that comes through, soft. It's the light of dawn. It's not something you've seen very often in recent days. And there is a pleasant warmth by your feet. Mister is curled up, purring. You can see the sort of collar that Renarin gave him. In the bed next to you, a space that is empty but still warm. What do you do, Melioris?
Does this seem to be my room at the safe house?
Yes and no. similar, but the space doesn't seem to have as much shared energy. It seems more private.
I think I'll sit up and give Mr. some scritches and just take a moment to listen. Do I hear who I'm assuming Saren is the one that was warming the bed next to me, if he's around?
As you listen, yeah, you hear the sounds of most likely Saren just down the hall.
Get up, stretch, make my way down the hall.
And you see it. Saren's there, comfortable, at ease. And while neither of you are the best of cooks, you can see that he is preparing a breakfast for the two of you. And it's as you sit down and as he smiles that you will wake up from your trance.
I wake up from my trance.
Saren would notice as he was awake. Are you all right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Are you okay?
The usual bad dreams.
Oh. What was it this time?
We were here. The cascade had crashed into the swamps. I think my father was steadily walking away, and I couldn't reach him, and I was pulled under by hands.
Oh gosh. That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
It's all right. Dreams are just dreams.
That's right.
You take your time. I'm gonna wait outside with Ash while she rests. Doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah, I won't be long. Don't take that to be an omen.
No, certainly not.
It was just a dream.
Saren will nod and he'll make his way back outside. He wants to do it quietly so that Ash is sleeping. He doesn't want to wake her.
Heard. Easily done. Aziz, you're next.
Okay.
As you're resting, you hear whispers. Or at least they're supposed to be whispers, but they ring like yells in your mind. And you are moving through the streets of some shaded city. The alleyways bleed into memories of other alleyways, but you have a pain in your arm. It's pulling you up. You realize that you're small, you're a child. And you see your mother panicked as you are moving in the dead of night. Says, what do you do?
Is this a memory or does this feel familiar?
A little bit of column A, column B. A dream based on memories. You've definitely been in a situation like this before, though not perhaps this one exactly. And you definitely don't think like a child right now. You are aware of yourself in the way that you have been for quite some time.
Um, is the pain in my arm coming from her like grabbing me hard and like pulling me along, or?
And that's what it seems like. It's in your shoulder. You've been holding it up at an angle for who knows how long as you two move hurriedly through the streets. She holds you tightly as if she's afraid that if she lets up, you'll slip away.
I will. I won't stop her, but I'll ask her where we're going.
We, we need to move. It seems that someone has found us.
Do I? I know I have my current mental faculties, but do I feel like my power that I currently have is with me, or do I feel like a helpless child?
You don't have the power that you know that you should. It
Mhm.
feels like while your brain, your mind is in this form, it is worse limited to capabilities that you had in this form.
Are we in like back alleys, or are we like on a main street? Are there people around, or like are we passing people?
You're in the back alleys, but there are these whispers that you can sort of hear ambiently that sound again like so loud that they almost sound like yelling, but they're hushed in the ways that they are speaking.
Mhm. Um, I don't know what to do. Aziz kind of trusts his mom. Um, especially at this point in his life, he would trust her since this is before this shit happened to her. So, um, Aziz will, he will instead of trying to focus on her, he'll try to focus on the whispers and see if he can determine what they're trying to say, or see if he can catch anything that stands out to him. Don't like a perception or
Yeah, I'll ask for perception.
okay, perception. Ah, it's almost a 17.
What you hear is not something that you really heard too much growing up.
Uh-huh.
And it sort of seems to be seated underneath the rest of the whispers. This one almost coming in as a true whisper, but as soon as you hear it, it rings over and over and over. And it's just the word devil. And that's where you'll wake up from your rest.
Hmm. Uh,
Lux, you ready for yours?
Ready as I'll ever be.
You find yourself, Lux, in a valley, and it's filled with sunlight. And you see a mountain and more. And as you're looking around, you are not the only person in this valley. At least, you think it's a person. as you look off in the distance, but then you watch as wings expand from their back and they soar into the sky.
Would I at all recognize what this might be?
I think with your profession, you believe that you are seeing a vision of Mount Celestia, a home place of the gods.
Is there like a path to go up towards the mountain?
As you look where there wasn't before, but now that you have given your desire, you watch as a path forms in front of you, glittering cobblestones between the tall grass.
Lux will advance, kind of almost like he's being careful, but he's kind of more awestruck by what he's seeing, and he'll kind of slowly walk up, kind of enjoying the sunlight and being outside, and as he keeps ascending the mountain.
It is about halfway up the mountain peak. You see a creature unlike what you've seen before when it comes to beasts like this. You see a unicorn. Massive, triple the size of what you would expect normally, and it is entirely golden. And light radiates off its horn as bright as the dawn. And it looks at you. There is a moment between the two of you where you are holding eye contact. As it begins to bow and the light of its horn shines upon you, that's all you're awake of.
Lux is going to kind of shoot up and his eyes are wide. He's kind of maybe trembling a little bit. He's not really sure what he's just seen. And he's gonna stay up maybe for about half an hour trying to figure out what the meaning could be uh, before he finally ends up drifting back off to sleep.
Which means that Ash would come to you. Ash. The smell of death is prevalent even in your. And while there is a heat here, it is not that wet, humid heat. This one is intensely dry. You can feel it in your lungs as they are trying to keep themselves hydrated. It's hard to breathe without wanting to cough. There's nothing around you except for looks to be charcoal. Something was here that burned down. There are embers that still cling to what once was. And you hear thudding footsteps. Something immense, much larger than you, but you can't see anything. You just hear it, and it's so big, so loud that it resonates through you as if you can feel what you hear. And then there's a voice. Softer than what you might expect after hearing those footsteps. horrible things on the horizon. And it's a familiar voice, as out of the darkness, seemingly just appearing from nowhere, is the familiar face of Mahadi. You were prepared for horrible things, are you not?
I have to be.
Yes, very true. I'm not one to force hands on beings. I'd like for you to think upon what I offer first. But there's a way for you to prevent what comes for you after these horrible things. Just know
What are
that.
you offering?
What was that?
So what are you offering?
An absolution. But, as I said, I'd like for you to know a little bit more. You will see me again. And Mahadi leaves. And you are left with that heat, that dryness, that emptiness. For who knows how long. And the last thing you hear before you wake up is a familiar scream calling. You can all take a long rest button. Press it right there then. Uh, Ash, because you long rested on Minaros, you still have the poisoned condition.
Mm-hmm.
When Ash wakes up, I believe both Saren and Meliors would be out there. I know Saren was for sure. So not only do you have John, but you have
Ash will kind of sit up and rub her eyes. What's the matter? Too cushy in there for you?
Maybe. Not cushy enough for you.
I don't need all that.
I won't question you, but it doesn't feel quite right leaving you out here all alone with John.
Okay, first of all, John is great company.
another
Solid.
wet squawk comes out.
Listen to him.
He's a great listener.
I should hope so.
And I don't think I deserve it.
A good listener?
To be comfortable.
Why is that?
Why?
Because they aren't.
I know. But it might help us be in a better condition to help them.
Even if it's my fault.
We've got to get there first.
What would they want for you, Ash? Would they want you to be comfortable?
I don't know what they would want from me.
What if it's just a tool for safety to make sure we get there?
If it'll make you feel better, I'll sleep in the door tonight.
It's about this point that the three of you would notice a person moving through, not close to where you're at. They're maybe about 40 or so feet off. But you can see that they've got a sort of hood covering, a backpack. They are dressed for travel through swamps as if they are going somewhere, and you can see they've got a map in their hands.
Saren's gonna do two things. He's gonna slowly get to his feet and use a nice mage armor.
Okay.
Then he's going to cast a message spell. He will say, "Are you lost, traveler? Looking for something?"
Lost? No. Looking for something. Yes. And as you get that mental reply, you can see that this figure stops and turns around, looking until noticing your group and starts walking over. And as they get closer, you can see a feline face covered in wrinkles and no fur. And underneath the hood, you can see two ears pointing out. And one of them has a row of piercings along the side. Um, Travelers!
Yes, we are travelers. Are you familiar with this place?
More or less. Are you familiar with this place?
Saren will hold up their map. We're familiar with this.
Looks a little more official than mine, and you can see that his is like actually like sort of hand drawn.
Did you make it?
I did, yes. I travel this area every so often for a, we'll call it a colleague.
Would you like to compare notes?
I mean, I see no issue in traveling together as long as you mean me no harm. I mean you no harm.
No harm intended.
Then we can be companions at least for a little bit. It seems that perhaps we are traveling in the same direction if you are taking camp here. Are we going north, south, east, west?
We're going here, and Saren will tap on that northern rune. Do you know what's here?
Do I know it's there? That's where I am traveling! Ah, what great fortunes. And it seems that you travel with a wizard yourself, as he motions to the door.
We do.
Very good. I myself am a great wizard, though perhaps it's not good to boast about my talents. I'd say
Well,
it's
what's the
about.
point in having them without a little
As I
boasting?
open the door and I'm like, ah, yes, the greatest wizard has awoken. I'm kidding. I don't do that. But
I would say that as you open the door, you do, of course, see the sort of hairless, furless tabaxi dressed in explorer's garb, holding a map and talking to everybody else.
Caitlin loves this person, but Mel would like to roll a vibe check to see if I can detect any hints of deceit
Go for
from
it.
this character who happens to be going to the exact 1 out of 9 chance spot that we're going to.
I know, right?
Sorry, trying to find my character sheet. This is an insight roll. a natural one for 14.
No, no, it's hella sus.
It is. It is.
Well, if we are to be traveling together, I think it's only polite that I introduce myself. You can call me Booker.
Very good, Booker. My name is Saren.
Ash.
Mel.
Aziz.
I've got one more bright fellow who hasn't quite made his way out of the door yet.
Yeah, this whole morning, Lux has just been having himself like a getting ready montage inside, basically. Like he's never had access to these kind of amenities in his life before, so he was getting all showered up, washing his face, like using basically everything in the house. And
Comes
he's
out
gonna make his
smelling
way
like a
out.
flower.
Extra
Exactly. Yeah.
conditioner.
Yeah. No, the hair's still wet. Like, yeah, he's kind of half cocked right now.
I
Pop
can't
out.
remember what the movie. I can't remember what the movie is, but with Tom Cruise when he's like he slides into the frame.
Oh, this must be your other companion.
Hi. Who are you?
Booker. I am
Booker.
going to be acting as a guide of sorts as we are traveling to the same area.
Oh, and he's just gonna take a look at everyone else, kind of get a vibe check, and then say, "Well, nice to meet you, Booker. I'm Lux, and nice to see a friendly face out here. What are our chances?"
Very low.
I agree.
Yeah, same.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hey,
Can I try to do a vibe check? It was like
yeah,
insight.
go for it. Insight check.
Oof, I got a big fat 0 in insight. Um,
I don't know, man. It's hella sus.
yeah, he's another wizard. I don't trust it. Okay. Um. Well, I I looked to Saren. I was like, I lean in. I was like, you sure about this?
I'm not sure about any of this. Now, Booker, you'll forgive me. I don't think you mentioned the answer to my question. Do you know what we're heading towards?
Oh yes, it is a pool of sorts. I don't know how much you know about Minaros, but it is overflown with stolen, lost emotions, memories, things people don't want to hold on to. And I go and I collect them.
How do
Shuffle
you
meter goes up. Go.
collect a memory?
Very carefully. Uh, you don't want it to graft onto yourself. That can get into very messy business, but I perfected my own methods, and he'll like sling the backpack off and open up one pouch, and you can see like bottles, some of which are filled with like a swirling miasma.
Hmm. What do you do with them?
I sell them.
Who would buy a lost memory from another?
Oh, plenty of people. Though mostly I send them to my colleague Cortezo. Uh, he's in this. There always business out there, but anyone who's looking to create a golem or anything like that might be making use of such memories.
Oh.
Did you? Are they found somewhere else in Minaros? Seems your bag is already full.
I, some of them are full, yes. But no, they're found in Minaros, but there are different dream pools around different areas. And he'll pull up his map and point out all the sort of known dream pools that he has. Most of them lining up with those X's that you have seen on your map, and then some few extras. Um,
And went through one dream pool.
You did already go through one dream pool.
Good. Excellent. Okay then.
And so, well, if you are all ready, I've already had the start to my day. I'm good to continue onwards.
Hmm. Uh, who has the map? Is it Saren or Mel?
I've been kind of comparing notes between my map and Booker's map.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like, just for art flavor, I kind of like arcanely like mark on the map like where I left the door, because I'm not gonna desummon it in case we need to run back here if we get in, we don't know which direction to go. But yeah, I guess, is Mel helping said guide, or we're just gonna let him lead the way?
I will be helping.
Then Meliodas, go ahead, roll your survival roll with advantage.
I will do so. Continuing the tradition of last night, I can only roll in single digits. 17 though.
Okay. 17's good.
We get him out of the way.
As you're traveling, Booker will sort of, from next to Meliodas, look over his shoulder to the rest of you. So you make frequent trips to the Hells, to Monaros. What brings you down here?
Yeah, we come through here all the time.
How does Ash look this
Rough. Real rough.
month? I don't know how much you trust me on this. As someone who does frequent Monaros very often, and he goes through and he pulls out another potion from a different part of his bag. This one, a sort of a murky green color. Uh, he offers it to you. It's a small vial, maybe the size of your finger. This might help whatever you're feeling. Take it or don't. It's up to you.
What is it?
It's a concoction of mine to help with the sickness. I take it every morning.
Can I insight?
Yeah, go for an insight.
What if I can find the thing? Oh, that's not bad. It's 15.
He's showing no signs of deception. He seems quite earnest with you.
I'll kind of give him one look like up and down, but then I'll drink it.
It removes your poison condition.
That's wonderful news. Yeah.
You said earlier, Booker, um, that they use memories to make golems.
Now you can use a Mikolon. I don't suggest using the practice of it. This is more for people who are trying to give their golems their own intelligence, but it gets very messy business. Easier if you have a golem just to keep it simple, so that way it follows your commands, and then you don't have to worry about, memory grafting onto you.
Mm.
Yeah, what is that?
The memory grafting?
Yeah.
So it's a risk when you're around so many memories that aren't your own. You see some people come through Minaros looking to fill whatever. These are people who have traded away their memories or their emotions, and so they come trying to fill it back. And sometimes you'll see them hanging around dream pools, and at that point, it's wasted hunting grounds. You have to find another. But no, they just whatever someone has traded away, he's looking for a new host. So you can always go in and peer through, select them yourselves. You can try and resist it. But it's when you sort of let them into you that it gets a little messy as others try and slide into.
Would it be like necessarily a bad thing?
No, people trade away all sorts of things if they think that it gets them something better. I've got just here in my collection. I've got someone's first love. I've got the removal of their fear, so that was probably good for someone else. Uh, and you've got childhood best friend's memory, your imaginary friend, not yours per se specifically, but someone's imaginary best friend. So I mean, good things are traded away, and bad things are also left here as well. Honestly, in the ineffable trove, you can find anything. I'm assuming that you all are searching for something. No one really comes down here just to wander through.
We are.
Well, we are, and kind of gesturing to both Ash and Saren.
But I don't know that you'll want me with you for the entirety of the thing, but I can offer some information while we travel together.
Yeah, exchanging notes up between our maps should prove mutually beneficial.
And not just even the notes on the maps, a lived-in experience of the area. As I say, I come down here frequently. There's the things that you need to be aware of, the normal fauna of Minaros, but there's also a few dragons that make their lair here in the Ineffable Trove, so you need to be careful about those.
A few?
Sorry, what now?
Yes, there are two dragons in the Ineffable Trove that make lairs not together, but close to. They seem to be allies.
Are these chromatic dragons?
Uh, no, I mean, well, one of them is. One of them is a black dragon. The other is a Styx dragon. We don't have many dragons native below Avernus, but the few that are typically Styx dragons.
Hmm.
Are they
Okay.
friendly?
Let's just say that I don't get involved with them. I just know of their existence. I've seen them around. I don't know where their layers are. Uh,
Saren is studying that map.
I would say that your map does have a few more marked locations than his. Primarily those uh, orange and black runes. Those don't appear on his map.
Yeah, Booker, do you know what are in these areas? And Saren will kind of tap his way through.
As he looks through them, the only one that he seems to know is the westernmost one. Ah, I know that one. That is the roost.
This one, ah, what? It's double clicking for some reason. It's hilarious. Is it that one? Oh, Western. Sorry.
Western.
Yeah. God, I didn't even see that one. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is at the roost?
Uh, a lot of things are at the roost. That is a sort of a trading post. Is perhaps the best way to put it. Not a lot of trade actually happens. That would be where you can find Thelicarna. She's the one that oversees the roost, but she doesn't like giving away things, even though she'll show them off to you. So if you want something from Thelicarna, you need to be a little bit tricky in how you get it, if you know what I mean. But it's a large enough place that people come and, look through her wares, see what she has. It gets a few people coming through. Some people just sort of hang out there. Always something interesting to find in the roost.
Is it safe?
It's as safe as anywhere else in the Trove.
That's good to know.
Mm-mm. Hey Mel, Booker, you guys gotta know how far out we are from this dream pool.
No, we're not far at all. And he'll start pointing to the areas where you can sort of see mirages. Um, this is how you'll know that you're getting close to it. Just so that way, whenever we are no longer traveling together, you understand what you're looking at. Um, and so you can decide if you'd like to go in yourself or, avoid the area.
Okay.
Go ahead and begin this up here. Does anyone, as Booker goes in, Booker is, walking deep into this dream pool as you guys come to it. Does anyone wish to willingly fail the save to walk into the waking dream?
Do we know what will happen if we do? Just a dream attaches itself to us?
There's potential for a dream attaching itself to you.
I think Saren would like to not fail.
Okay. Then Sarah
Yeah.
can make the roll.
Same.
Anyone wanting to not willingly fail can make for me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You all succeed. Even with your bless, you definitely succeed. As you, even just being here, even though you're not passed through into the waking dream, there are these fragmentary, bubbling voices, thousands of them, it seems, uh, whether they're burbling through the rotten waters or hanging about the branches with the creepers and the moss. There is this slight glow about everything in this area, and you see Booker sort of wading through the waters, almost as if he's like looking for fish. Uh,
Does he seem confident that these aren't Styx waters?
he seems fairly confident, yeah.
That's good.
And then you watch as he draws bottles, three empty ones from the backpack, and begins to pool some of the strange colors and trap them in the bottles. You can see where he is muttering some arcane words here, um, and the bottles are sealing themselves with the miasma inside. as soon as all 3 bottles are filled, he'll return to the rest of you and, well, that concludes my business here. Am I guiding you anywhere else, or are we parting our ways here?
How big is this area?
Uh, the pools aren't terribly large, maybe a half a mile at its largest. They don't really go for too long.
We are in Monaros looking for some things. Might we look around a little bit more to ensure they're not here and we don't miss them?
Be my guest. I will say, you can roll uh, investigation rolls to search this area.
I'm assuming Saren and Ash have explained what their items look like.
Yes. That makes sense to me. Nothing here in the waters, though. Ash,
Mm-hmm.
I wanna give you a little something here.
You saw my 2 1s there, huh?
Yeah, I like that you rolled doubles. And for a brief moment, you are you smell instead of the death, what you smell is a sort of dank and damp rock smell, and you are looking at a sort of small collection of shiny things as if piled up into a hoard, and you see amongst those piled things the belt you're looking for. And it only lasts for a second.
Gonna kind of do one of those like shaking of her head and kind of rubbing her eyes. It was so weird.
Are you okay?
What was weird?
I saw it for like a second and then it was gone.
Saw what?
It was my belt and just a pile of stuff.
Here?
No, not here, but I saw it.
Well, that's strange. In a pile of stuff? Like
And a pile of stuff. I don't know how I can be any more serious, any more clear, Saren.
like a
It
trash
was,
heap?
it smelled like wet rocks, and it was in a pile of stuff.
And this was a vision you received?
I don't know.
Well, I will say that none of the dreams and memories I touched had wet rock and stuff together. Not to say that that wasn't present. There's so many, but
I don't know that I've ever thought of the smell of wet rocks.
Oh, come on. Like, you never been in a cave before?
We were on the rocky coastline at that place
I
where we
didn't think
were
it was
fixing the
rocks.
ship. It was rocky.
Yeah, but I didn't think of the smell of the wet rocks.
Maybe you should start thinking about those smells, Saren.
Oh, I guess so. Everything's so different
Sorry, they're not wet
terrestrially.
space rock.
space rocks.
Yeah, he's a space boy.
Interesting.
I prefer Starboy, but that's fine.
Yeah, I bet space boy.
Only Mel can call him that. Anyway, huh. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm assuming I didn't see anything. I rolled pretty high.
No, no
Just a
one saw
bunch of
anything
colorful.
except for swamp waters that glow weirdly.
Gotcha. All right.
Except for
Um,
Ash, who got a vision.
and our current new guest, he doesn't know what these weird little symbols are, right?
The only one that he knows is the the only one that he knows is this one, which is the roost that he was telling you about.
That's like the safe, well, safe-ish haven.
Right, and then these he explained are dream pools, known
Mm-hmm.
locations of dream pools, and he's got a few more on his map of known dream pool locations than what you've got on yours. Um, but he does not know what these three are.
Gotcha. All right. And does anyone remember the descriptions of their stuff?
Um,
Description of what?
the item.
Like where your stuff is at?
So we
It's
just
here.
saw ashes in the vision, and I'd say that it's enough for Saren to just know this not having to make a roll. Saren, the sword that you had seen, um,
It's a marketplace.
it was in a marketplace, uh, and it was on the belt of somebody.
I just got a real bad feeling about my thing.
Yep.
What sort of bad feeling that you got there?
No, something that Booker said about dragons and
Yeah. Funny thing about that.
do you think I'm going through enough right now, Faye?
Clearly not.
I'm sorry that you joined the Hell campaign. Not
Alright,
really. I
so
love
we can blame Brent for all of it. Okay, cool.
Oh man, no, I love that you guys are here in the Hell campaign. It makes it so much more fun.
Okay, well, if there's not much left here in this dream pool to explore, why don't we go to that next spot?
Yep. And I think, based on Booker's description of the rook, the roost,
The roost.
that my sword may be there.
That's what I was just gonna say. That sounded adjacent to a marketplace.
About as marketplacey as I think we'll find here.
Well, I'm glad we know that it's a marketplace because I would have just thought it was full of chickens.
Could be both.
I hope it's both.
There's little like hell chickens, aren't there?
Those
No,
are abyssal chickens.
I want
Yeah.
actual chickens.
Well, Ash, I've got good news for you if you're ever interested in that mansion.
Let's go.
Saren kicks a little muddy dirt.
So am I continuing to travel with you? Are we okay with that? I'm fine either way. I've got my own business, but you all have
Well,
been
we're headed over this way.
no terribly close to any dream pools, but as I said, you've been company pleasant enough, and how often do you see a friendly face in there?
Not often.
Unless you bring it with you.
Lucky for you, I'm not carrying any faces in my bag.
Great.
That makes one of us.
Lux looks like he starts to contemplate if there are faces in the bag.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Sure, might as well.
Everyone else has been doing it. He does not have faces in his bag, Lux. You are very certain of
Lux
that.
breathes a sigh of relief. His weight's off his chest.
Just because he is a bad guy does not make him a bad guy. You know?
Yeah, deranged wizard out in the third layer of hell. Just a normal Tuesday.
Booker, what other than two dragons, what other creatures, dangerous creatures are out here? Or dangers in general?
Well, there's dream eaters, which normally not so dangerous, but when you're around so many dreams, and motions to the dream pool that you guys are leaving, they tend to get a little overstimulated, causing agitation. Uh, Very prone to attacking. Very little discernment. Uh, any sort of wanderer, especially wandering devils, could be a danger. It is very fortuitous that neither of us are dangerous to each other.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's a joke.
do not plan on being a danger to you. I do appreciate good humor, though. And well, perhaps the most danger is the Uzis and the Froghemoths.
What was that last one there? Tell me
Froghemoth?
more about that. Yeah, tell me about that.
Oh, you missed it. We fought one of those at the arena.
Yeah, this one's probably a little different than whatever you thought. Um, it metabolizes the lost energy and emotions that are here, and it makes it more intelligent, and very tricky. There have been often times where it will steal the cries of a child to lure prey closer to it before ambushing. Uh, so don't listen to anything that you don't expect to hear. Um, and then the Uzis. Uh, they will sometimes breed with the normal races here and come up with some strange concoctions. I don't know if you are familiar with gibbering mouthers. You can think about that, but worse.
Never heard of them.
They are disgusting. Uh, they cause all sorts of brain damage. Too much chattering all at once. Some say that you can hear the whispered secrets of the universe in between them, but I don't put any faith in that.
And this is only the third level of the hell. It's wonderful.
It is the most lively of the layers of the hells, so there's that too.
Just our luck. Shall we be on our way?
Much the same.
Sure.
Mel, you can roll your survival roll at advantage.
Yay!
Since it seems that
Advantage.
Booker is joining you guys for a little bit longer.
Hell yeah, I finally rolled double digits. That's a 27.
27. Alright, yeah. You're doing well. Could you roll for me 2d6?
2. Sure thing. That's a 9.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, you guys are traveling at a good speed. Um, and you'd be able to get to this area before needing to rest, or at least needing a full rest. You've still got a few hours in the working day when you make your way over there.
Say, Booker, do you know what this giant eyeball in the ground is?
No, not really.
You've not been by there.
I mean, no, I've been there. It is what you think. It is a giant eye in the ground. I just don't know what it is.
Does it blink?
Not that I've seen.
Hmm.
But the
Gross.
area is, already wet and moist. It may not need to blink.
Right, well, you're the expert.
So, um, as you get to this point, you see this thrusting of black rock that just juts out from the bog. And what would you like to do here?
It's just a rock?
I mean, it's jutting out from the murky waters. Do you want to investigate the area?
Yes.
All
How
right.
does this rock smell?
Wet.
Do all wet rocks smell the same?
How many wet rocks have you smelled?
Just one so far.
There was more than one rock on the shoreline.
Just
For
one in
sure.
this context. Just this one.
This is your basis then, which sucks because it also is tinged with the smell of death that pervades all of Monaros.
Fantastic.
All right.
Shall we take a look around?
Here.
All right. So as you begin to look around this black rock, I'm gonna say that this is where we'll take our real life break, and we'll come back with what you guys find. In the ineffable trove, you have come across a outcropping of black jutting out of the bog, and you have decided to investigate. And as you look around, and as you climb on top of the rocks, you would notice, looking down beyond the jutting, a cave mouth. And it looks to lead into a spacious cavern system.
Well, that looks interesting.
Yeah. Interesting's a word.
Kind of like maybe a lair entrance.
Lair is another word.
Definitely looks like an area with wet rock.
Does it look big enough for a dragon to go inside of?
Oh, definitely.
Oh no.
Good.
It's two very different responses.
We've fought 2 dragons before. It's fine.
Dragon? In my dungeon?
I have, if we think that Ash's item is here, I have something that might help us. If it came to a fight, I could get more guys here, quick.
Right.
More guys sounds useful if that's what we're in for. But
The only thing I'm worried about, okay, is, we're getting real close to rest time. And we're also pretty close to the marking on the map. Right?
You're in that area. I just not directly on it on the map.
Right.
Like,
And
I didn't move you there.
this
Like,
marking, it's been described as a market of some kind.
no, not this one.
No, not this one. Okay.
No, the other one, the farther one, is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
please.
mark. You are
Okay,
in the other one.
got it. Okay, so I have one concern. We've been traveling for a while. And if we really want to go in there, I'd rather do it rested.
okay. No, I'm not sure I want you sleeping outside with whatever lives in
I already told you if it makes you feel better, I'll sleep in the mansion. I'll go in the door. It's fine.
I
Dad.
my Brent's brain misinterpreted when you said you were gonna sleep in the door. I thought you were just gonna like sit in the doorway, like with your back to the frame. Yes,
Oh,
that
that's what I
sounds
did last night.
great.
I mean, if you want a bed made of like spikes and stuff like that, I mean, I can do that.
No, that's fine. Just do whatever you do. Don't worry about
All
it.
right. All right. Well, I look to Booker. Are you doing your own thing or?
Oh, I don't do anything of like the extra dimensional creation stuff. I know how to get from one dimension to another. Um, I'm fine sleeping outside. I do it all the time. If you are offering, I would not say no. But I understand that that is your space. I'm someone you don't really know. Easy enough to say no to this.
I look to Saren. Uh,
There's always John.
Is he still around? He's been following us all day.
Yeah, John would probably be flying above, keeping our a
Kinda like his company.
our aerial surveillance for us. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. You
Your door,
can
your rules.
you can come in. You've been hospitable so far. Guess I can show the same courtesy. Any requests before I make this door?
I, I would like incense in my room. I like the way it smells.
Sure. Spiky bag going once, twice, as he looks to Ash, jokingly, of course, but he does his thing and he creates. He won't create an elaborate door. He will create something that's more in the shades of like the surrounding area, so it doesn't stand out too much, especially if we're gonna, you know, make a door near someone else's potential base of operations. But he will summon a door. And as promised, it was only a joke for last time, but your guys' bed is a normal suite.
This is nice.
I didn't mind the joke, but he kept his word.
I'm just happy
There's a
to
light
have
switch.
something comfortable.
And before we bed down, I will have John, as he's been named, uh, he will keep a look out at the at the room door that Booker is staying in, because I don't know if I've invited a psychopath murder serial killer to my home, so if he leaves for any reason, John will let me know.
Alright.
Before Ash goes to bed, she's gonna leave a bit of ration near John. And then she'll go in her room and she'll strip all the blankets off the bed and sleep on the floor.
Just a quick point of order. Uh, the way that John eats the rations that you give him, because he goes for it like right away, uh,
Yeah,
is like how a penguin does. So it's like head up, and it's like pulling it like down his throat with gravity.
what a good boy. Night, John.
Saren will order a beautifully roasted chicken to Ash's room.
She just gives it to Sean.
Yeah, those two things may have happened in a different order. That's up to Ash.
Alright.
Is there an area in the mansion that's large enough to exercise?
Yeah, there's a training room.
Before resting? I know they've been walking a lot, but Melioris is feeling not rusty. Rusty's not the right word, but she wants to make sure she remains in tip-top shape. So she's going to practice the Velveiler in the training room before settling in for her trance.
Okay. In the evening, as you rest. Oh, most of it is unremarkable. Different, no different than normal rests. Save for you. Oh, and I forgot to do the other rest thing for Ash. I'll remember it tonight.
There's so many. Don't
There's
even worry about it.
no, we need to worry about things. We'll start off with I'll toss this to you about what vision you see in your dreams tonight. I would like for you to choose a single member of your family and a tragedy that could befall them.
Oh, jeez. Who was it at the end of Ash's dream that was screaming?
You can choose who it was. It just was familiar to you.
Gotcha. We'll say that it was Mia. Because it would have been one of the kids. That would have been an instinct for them to call to her for help. You're really putting me on the spot. I don't know. Maybe. Drowning was always a vague fear. One of the twins falling into the water with her back turned.
As you are experiencing a dream, tragedy in front of you, you just hear those footsteps like you did in the first one. Heavy and pulsing through you like a heartbeat before you wake up. When you wake up, Ash, can you roll me I believe it's a Constitution saving throw, and you have advantage.
And bless.
And bless, this is correct.
Yeah.
Alright, you're fine.
Thank you.
Everyone can press their long rest buttons. I don't believe anyone used anything today. Unless Aaron used a spell slot.
He's gonna immediately use it again when they get moving. Just point of order.
Totally fine. Great. What do you do today?
Well, with breakfast, Mel's gonna do tireless.
Woo!
That's a D8 plus 3, I think. 8.
Beautiful. Anyone else doing anything in the morning?
I don't know, I guess check on Booker. Everything was to his liking.
The incense was lovely and more comfortable than the moss in the Minaros. It was very nice.
start charging admissions for guests. Not with you, of course. I'm just saying. Probably raking a lot of money.
A couple gold pieces here and there. Emotions and dreams, the value varies.
Alright.
Happy emotions
Well.
cost a lot more.
Oh. Saren, I need your help making happy emotions. You and Mel
No.
will
Uh,
be we'll be billionaires.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't know that either of them are willing to trade away such memories. Two of you seem very uh, settled. Is the best way I could probably put it. I'm not the one for relationships, so I don't even have many friends.
Sorry to hear that.
It's easier that way. I'm always traveling to areas of unknown danger. The colleagues keep it simple. They know where I'm at, and if I don't come back, they've got an idea of where to find my body.
Hmm. Fair enough. Alright. Well,
Seems
what
like
are we
there's a
doing?
date waiting for us.
How would you like to tackle this, Ash? Do we want to try and sneak in, or
Oh, Ash has been a little distracted this morning, but she'll kind of. Yeah, it'd probably be better to be quiet about it.
Does our ranger friend have God, what is that spell? Pass without a trace?
pass without trace?
Hmm.
I sure do. And I will cast it as we're heading out.
Hey, Ash,
What?
could you do me a favor?
Not roll.
Only if you ask nicely.
Could you please roll for me 2d4?
Yeah.
Okay,
4.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, pass without a trace goes up. You have an hour of moving stealthily, yes?
We have an hour. Yes.
Cool. Then let's use it wisely.
As you...
Oh, do we roll now or
You can roll now. Stealth rolls.
Don't forget you can add 10, which puts me at a 35.
Uh-oh.
wow. Well,
Oh
I
my
got a 19.
god. Oh my god, how many natural ones did we get?
3? 3.
15.
How'd Booker do?
Are you guys kidding me?
I don't know what to tell you. I'm going through it.
Incredible.
Booker does really well. Booker's at a 16 on the die, so after modifiers, he's doing alright. Cool. Good to know. As you all sort of move over the edge of the outcroppings and into the cavern system, it is, again, large enough for a dragon to fit here. And fairly expensive. Um, there's this pervasive and heavy fog where you can see sort of covering the different branching caverns of this system. And damp moss clings to the stone outcroppings that are not uh, drenched in waters. You find your way to the largest of the chambers. It's a cavern that is half covered by a large pit of brackish water and a ledge of crumbling stone that overhangs it. And it's from that ledge that you can see a sort of glint of something.
Is the glint obvious to everyone?
Anyone with dark vision can see the glint, as it is dark in the caves.
Even at 60 feet.
Well, the 60 feet of dark vision gives you the glint. If you don't have dark vision, you don't see the glint.
I see.
And what does 180 feet of dark vision get me?
Ooh, me.
You see the dragon.
You just, but indeed you
no.
do. You see
Oh
something
no.
else watching you as your group moves into the chamber.
As they move into the chamber, Saren's going to use a 3rd level spell slot to activate his spell sword. Just in case.
Does your spell sword give off light?
I haven't turned the sword on, I've
Oh.
merely charged it.
Okay. Good to know.
I plugged it in, but I didn't flip the switch.
Yeah. So, Meliors, you do see the dragon, this black scaled dragon
Of course, it's the
watching
black
you.
one.
We're in a bog. Anyway, I'm gonna very as quietly as I can just whisper to my companions, I see it, and then she'll glance directly at it so they can see where she's looking.
It as in.
You what? The pile of stuff?
A bird?
A plane?
It's John.
It's John.
Him, her, they.
Oh, please tell me you're not talking about seeing a dragon.
Yes.
Is
It's
it the
my own
black
fault
one?
for trying to minimize words. Yes, it's the black one.
You'll probably talk to it, right?
Does it see us?
I can't talk to it unless it speaks common.
I can see
Oh, it
you.
for sure sees us. It for sure sees us, guys. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And at this
Well.
point, you can see it sort of like crawl up to the ledge, sort of standing like a lion looking down at you all.
Hi.
Okay. Well.
You look great.
Lux
What,
is
Really
paralyzed.
blending in with the darkness.
what brings you my lair?
I was shown a belt in a vision and I need it.
What have you to offer? I'm not interested in trinkets. I have enough of
Sure.
those. But do you know any good songs? Tales of epic heroes?
You're related to brass dragons or something?
Do not question my reasoning. You have come. I'm willing to negotiate. If you go against such engagements, negotiation will be off the table.
Well,
No.
I don't know if it's story of a hero, but I could tell you mine.
Does it contain many emotions? Is it evocative?
I think so.
You'll watch as he sort of settles, crossing the two frontmost claws, almost like a cat on its perch. Then tell it to me. And I would like for you to roll for me a performance roll.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Don't forget, you've got Bless too.
I'm working on it. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
23. How in depth of your story do you go?
I tell him everything. Oh, not everything.
He listens with rapt attention. He's very much paying attention, and the rest of you would notice he's memorizing almost the story as Ash is telling it to him. And at the end, he nods and describe to me this belt that you are looking for.
Well, it's kind of like a harness, kind of. It goes over the shoulders, and there's a belt part.
He nods, and as he gets up, you can hear him sifting through something. You can hear a small amount of coin drifting along, and then as he comes back to the ledge, you can see it on one of his claws as he holds it up. This.
Yeah, that's it.
And the wings sort of expand and he glides down, and you guys can see this large reptilian creature looming over you as he hands the belt to Ash.
When he comes in close, I'll be like, I'll lean in and I'll whisper my name to him. As thank you.
He nods. Um, and you know what? You'll receive his name in return, Ash. You did very well on that performance roll. This is a dragon known as Ilfrich.
Thank you for not eating me, Elfridge.
I know what it is like to fear such a thing. Your story will be greatly treasured.
Maybe I'll come back one day and tell you how it ends.
He nods.
So we're gonna go.
You are free to leave.
Thank you for your hospitality.
He nods again.
All right, guys, let's head on out.
Wait.
Yeah.
And Lux speaks up for the first time. He's been like kind of just mouth open this whole time. He's like, "Can I touch you?"
Roll me a persuasion roll.
This is the nicest black dragon
I
I've
got the
ever met.
+0.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Tell me a story. I was kidding.
as he looks between Ash and the rest of your traveling companions, he sort of gives a huff, and you can see the sort of like fumes of like acid and acrid smoke from his nostrils, but he sort of lowers himself enough that you could approach and touch.
Lux is gonna kind of approach just like very slowly, like careful not to, send any bad vibes out. And he's just gonna put his hand on him. He's gonna be looking up the entire time, and he's just gonna be say, "Thank you," and
As
then he
you
slowly retreats.
as you have your hand on the black dragon and say thank you, you hear and feel the rumbling of the of Ilfrich as he says, "Satisfied?"
Greatly.
And so you're able to retreat, and Ilfrich will stand to its full nature. And I'd say at this point you'd all be able to notice one of his wings is actually like torn.
Are you injured? Saren will shout towards the dragon.
It is healed. I'll live as I can.
Cool, 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 cool.
You sure there's nothing I can try and do to heal it further?
I received this injury years ago. Leave and heal it.
Very well. I just wanted to offer.
I appreciate it. But what I desire is to you've made your bargain. You received your prize. You can leave my lair in safety.
Gets like
Immediately turn.
a little half bow from Saren, and he's right behind Aziz.
leaving the lair of Ilfrich, you get back to the humid, horrid stench of Minaros. Right? Hear a squawk overhead that is not John's wet squawk. Oh. And instead you see a massive bird-like creature flying overhead. Though you're able to catch a few feminine features.
Go on.
That's all you can catch from down here. But it does seem that this creature flies in the direction of the roost.
To the roost. Unless we're stopping at any more. I'm suspecting the next mark on the map uh must be the Styx dragon, since Booker said they live relatively close to each other.
You could be. We could do.
That was accident. I was asking Booker.
It could be. As I said, I try and keep away from all of the dragon business.
Well, if we run into the Styx dragon, someone else can deal with it. That was draining.
Seems there's a path towards the roost that takes us by that next mark. If we get dragon vibes and we don't have a need to investigate, we can pass it right by.
Yeah, I don't want to take. I say we pass it by. I don't want to take the chances that there are two friendly adjacent dragons in the same area.
That might be pushing our luck, I agree. There's a dream pool on the way as well that Booker might like to stop at. It's right on the way.
There's no hair off my back if we don't stop it anymore.
Nice.
You see, good humor. It makes well in the house. I have enough for a decent amount of trade with Closet. Uh,
Perhaps at this next one you can show me your technique, and I might try my hand at acquiring some.
I could definitely do so. Are you familiar any with the magics of divination, the mind, pulling threads of memories out of somebody?
Not as my primary go-to set. My closest thing I know is telepathically connecting one's mind to others.
It perhaps might make things a little more difficult for not having such a spell basis, but we shall see.
It seems too dangerous. I won't attempt. But
It is
yeah,
up to you if you wish to take the risk, but if you are not quite as familiar, a memory could end up grafting itself to you. Those would be challenging. Don't know what will be finding its way to you.
I do know one spell that can wouldn't say completely protect me against magical effects, but will make them harder to affect me. Would that be of any assistance to my efforts in doing this?
Potentially, whatever protections you have, well, we are in Minaro. Uh, protections will help you no matter what.
Okay.
Alright. So, uh, then let's get Melioris a survival roll. You have advantage because Booker is with you.
Hooray, that's a 26.
Beautiful. And just to make sure I understand the game plan, we are going. Let's scroll through all my stickers. We're going here and then. Here.
Yep, that's the goal.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. As the day's travel treats you kindly, um, it's about maybe 5 hours of travel when you get to the dream pool. Uh, During this time, Ash, how have you been doing with your belt?
I mean, I haven't really thought to start working on it. She's been looking it over, but she was gonna save it until they went to rest for the night to really get into it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Any thoughts going through your mind as you're looking over the belt?
It's not really what she would have picked for herself. It's maybe not her style, but you know.
You can,
It's dope.
even as it's not quite your style, you can sort of feel a sort of a radiance of the aura of this item in your hand.
Mm,
It feels lighter than it should, just looking at it.
yeah.
But even holding onto it, it seems sturdy and resilient.
Maybe it is more like me than I thought.
Approaching the dream pools, Booker looks to uh, Aziz and, alright, we are starting to see the waking dream bleeding in. We'd like to protect ourselves, now would be the time.
Alright. I do some somatics and I cast Elminster's illusion, which will protect me from spells and or magical effects. And I assume what the pool does is a type of magical effect.
It would very
I would
much
have
be a
it.
magical effect.
Yeah, I would have advantage on saving throws against those. So
If and you'll just
and it
look.
lasts for 10 minutes.
So when we step into this, let your mind relax, let it wash over you so you can see everything clearly. And when we are going through the extraction process, that's when we will sort of fortify ourselves. So
Sounds good.
mechanically, you need to fail the initial saving throw willingly. Um,
Mm, okay.
for the rest of you, does anyone else willingly fail the saving throw, or would you like to resist?
Saren will resist.
Resisting.
I'll also resist.
All right.
Resisting.
Resisting requires a wisdom saving throw.
No.
You're blessed still.
Will that help?
Yes, it will help.
Ooh, Max. Nice.
All right. So everyone succeeds that resisted.
Okay. Thank you.
So the rest of you only see or only get like the barest glimpses of it. But Aziz, you are as you walk in, uh, filled with the sensations that are around you. Um, you can hear all different sorts of uh, memories overlapping each other. Particularly, there is how many do we have? We've got three that are getting a spotlight. Um, the first one that sort of catches your attention is heart wrenching, and for a moment, you see a cobblestone covered in blood as you look down at the body of. You can't quite make it out clearly, but there's a familiar shoe there, and you feel empty inside. But that is quickly replaced with a um, a sense of humility, of learning to change, taking something on the chin and coming back better. And that fades back into blood, but now you hear rage filled screams all echoing about you with the clang of metal. It's a battlefield, and as you are parsing through these, as they keep coming to you, uh, you see, of course, Booker clearly through all of this, and he sort of like comes directly into your line of sight. And there's a lot going on. It's overwhelming, I'm sure. I need you to focus. And he'll go through the process of explaining what's going on. Go ahead, roll for me. What's your spellcasting modifier? Intelligence?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll me a intelligence roll. I'm gonna ask for you to do it at disadvantage because this is unfamiliar magic to you in a stressful situation.
Okay. Am I blessed or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Ash
All right.
has a special thing that gives less like effects.
Okay. Sorry.
Bless.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow.
All right. So as you're trying to uh, pick apart one of these, it flows like water through your attempted manipulations. And Booker, uh, no worries. It did not work for me my first time either. Uh, we just need to make sure that nothing comes onto you. And at this point, I'm going to ask for you to make the wisdom saving throw.
This will be the magical effect.
This is to avoid one getting onto you, yes.
Okay. Definitely take that 16.
Alright. Yeah. A 16 is just what you need to not
Oh
have.
well, actually, it was supposed to be. It's actually 16 plus 6. I did
Oh,
wisdom check, not a save, but
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's still enough. the memories do not graft themselves on you. Uh, and uh, you sort of pull yourself out of the waking dream with that. Where Booker, you can see, is sort of, again, filling those bottles.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can like try to grasp better what he's trying to show me?
Yeah, go ahead, roll for me an Arcana check.
Okay. 1,000,000.
You have a sort of understanding of what he's based this off of. And it is a it's sort of similar to a mind crystal, where energy is memories, not a mind crystal, a memory crystal. Memories can be interposed into a particular object and sort of held, similar to a storing container. Um, what he has sort of done is taken that process and removed it from a memory crystal. It seems to be a spell either of his own um, creation or one that is not very widely spread across the realms. Um,
Mhm.
but as soon as he has finished harvesting this pool, he sort of steps closer to you all. It doesn't seem any different to those outside of the waking dream. He looks the same as he has, but of course, for those that have been within the waking dream, it is a very different visual experience. He's sort of, packing in the now filled bottles, covering them. Yeah, that is a successful harvest, I believe.
Can I try one more time?
Not from a harvested pool. You'll have to find an unharvested pool.
Oh, so he's like harvested like all of them, all
Uh,
the.
enough of the so like it's like scraping scum off of a soup. So like you gotta wait for more to appear before you can harvest more.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay. All right. I'll lick my wounds of failure. I'm assuming it's getting late, right?
Oh yeah, this was 5 hours of travel to get just here. So you can push further, but there's no guarantee you'll get to the roost.
Uh, Want to travel for what? 3 more hours, and then I summon Aziz in.
That sounds good.
All right. Let's get another ranger roll.
Go Mel Ranger.
Is this also at advantage?
Yes, you still have Booker. Booker is giving you a
Fabulous. I didn't want to assume.
yeah.
That's an 18 this time.
18. 18's not great, but it's not terrible. I would like with an 18 3d6 rolled.
Oh, we're back up to
Ruh-roh.
3 again. Oh, goodness. That's 14.
Do we want high or low? I don't know.
I think the more d6s, the worse it is. So the higher, the worse it is. My guess.
There's definitely a mechanic going on there. I'll say that much for sure. Okay. It's getting close to that 3 hour mark when you're entering this area. And you can hear distant squawks, more like the ones that you had heard this morning. Do you take time to rest or do you push forward, knowing that what you're looking for is perhaps me?
Rest. I said 3. We're gonna commit to 3. All right.
Does anyone argue with that? Or...
I think that sounds good.
My feet hurt.
Okay. Ash, do you rest within the tower again? Or the mansion?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want Sarah to yell at me.
I hear Ash mention her feet hurts, and like if she goes in her room, she'll see that there's like a
A little foot tub.
yeah, a little foot tub.
She'll appreciate the gesture, but she does not use it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not in your room. I don't have surveillance camera, so
That'd
That's
be
good to
weird.
know.
Yeah.
Can I roll an
Now,
insight on
now I
that?
kind of think, yeah. Now I kind of think maybe there is.
did I say Aziz? I meant Bates Motel. No, I'm just kidding.
It's one of those Japanese game shows where the hidden cameras are everywhere. Oh,
No, Ash, she'll do the same thing. She'll get in her room. She'll leave a bit of ration outside her door for John. She'll strip the bed. She'll get comfy, and she'll start working on getting attuned to her cool new belt
cool.
before she crashes.
Great. Ash, another vision this night, another family member, another tragedy. I won't put you on the spot to tell you to say which one's which.
Thank you.
But do know that that is going on.
Yeah.
Um, no one else has any sort of disturbing dreams that night, or at least not mechanically disturbing. Um, so you all gain a long rest properly. And Ash, go ahead, roll for me another. I believe it's a con save. You do have
Mm.
advantage.
Oh, advantage. Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
this is tiefling bonus.
Yeah, we'll take the first one.
Okay, you're good. Nothing else happens.
There's about to be a problem with this new modifier.
All right. So you all come to. The roost is not far. Oh, I can't hear you.
I would like to do tireless again.
Okay, go for it.
Nice. Maximum.
All right. Any other preparations this morning?
Mage armor, of course.
It's a good one.
Not so much preparation, but Lux, both last night and this morning, has been writing in his journal about the dragon encounter in the morning. So he was really excited about that.
Beautiful. Lux, tell me, do you have a point of heroic inspiration right now?
I do not.
Go ahead and take one.
Thank you very much.
I like your little morning montages. Alright.
Breakfast is provided.
You all bear witness to
Best
John eating.
The best pancakes this side of the sticks. Can't prove me otherwise.
Yeah, Ash will eat some pancakes, but it's very much. She's specifically chosen a place to sit near John, so that it's like she'll take a bite and then she'll tear a piece off and give it to John,
And again,
and
like,
she'll go back and forth.
full, like, head up, gobbling
Listen,
it down.
if Aziz isn't gonna love John, Ash will.
Booker is
pet him.
eating
She's not the step
quietly.
parent.
The parent that stepped up. Oh.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Nothing a lot of judgment. Not cool.
Alright.
You can't. If you can't look at that face and feel anything but love, we have a problem.
We know what
Just
kind of
because
man you are.
one of the cysts just like starts oozing.
Just because you have one child doesn't mean that one's your favorite.
Clearly, you're only child, right?
Nope.
You have siblings, Aaron?
3 of them.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Sounds like favorite child talk to me.
I am the baby, and they stopped after perfection.
Oh my goodness. Alright. So, a delicious breakfast had by all. And a brief morning walk to the roost. Saren, you know that what waits for you in the roost. What's going on through your mind?
Eager. The thing that I think is weighing on him most is that I had a note that the blade was contained in a familiar scabbard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the fact that is weighing heaviest.
The roost is piled high with items. So far, a lot of what you've seen for those things that have been forgotten here in the Ineffable Trove are ruins and emotions and things like that. This is items. I want you to imagine the scene from the labyrinth where you have all the creatures piled high with items, trinkets. That's what you see here. Um, and there are other people here, devils, sort of moving about the area, sort of picking at things. And one thing that you would notice, perhaps the reason why they call this the roost, is that above all of this, a massive connection of nests and harpies that sit overlooking everything.
Are there conversations being had? Like, what are the noises here?
You can hear some murmurings of conversations from
Like,
between people that are, have come together, but uh, there doesn't seem to be any sort of like full-on merchant trades. The harpies seem to just sort of be existing up above everything, and
I guess Theron's trying to get the sense of like, is this a place of exchange, of trade?
from what Booker told you, it's presented as a place of trade, but no trade actually happens. Um, the uh, Thelikarna, who oversees the roost, is not interested in trading, is interested in hoarding. But she will display her wares as if she is eager to trade and then just does not. People have gotten things from the roost. You just need to be creative with how you do it.
I see. Well, I think the sword that I'm looking for is on someone's belt. Probably the Delacarna who's in charge.
Would you like to roll perception?
Sure. 12.
You don't see a scabbard. You don't think you see Thelikarna. But out of the corner of your eye, you do see something. It's a familiar silhouette. You see the back of some masculine figure. You feel a memory in the back of your mind, seeing this all throughout your lifetime, and most recently in a dream.
And in what situation do I see this outline of a person?
And just out of the corner of your eye, you see this figure of someone walking through the same space that you are.
I am turning very sharply and walking in that direction behind them.
Okay. So you turn very sharply, walk behind them. Do you do anything? Do you call out? Draw attention to yourself?
I would. How far away?
When you notice, maybe 12 feet away? Not very far at all.
Well, is this a busy, crowded area?
No. I mean, it's crowded with things, but not a lot of people, no.
I will still cast the message cantrip with one word and a question of Father.
And as you send that message out, and as the figure pauses, we'll pick up there with our next episode.
Yeah, I bet we will.
Alright.